This is going to be a fairly not impressive project, but it's for my mom. I mean, I'm so glad I get to do this. And I am going to get started soon, but I have to actually clear some cobwebs from the workshop. Oh, it's been so long since I've been in here. It's pathetic. Oh, well. All right. Got a little something I need to do here and here so that this quilt holder or quilt display rack will work better at Mom's place. Let's go. It can't go back to the wall, and so it barely fits on. You put a little weight on it and it just pops off the holder. It'll make more sense when I show it. So here's what I need to do. I need to go in about a quarter of an inch, even a half an inch would be good. Go in about a quarter of an inch and flatten that down to the rod, and then flatten off the back to this level, to the inner circle level. Now you can probably imagine the challenge here. Let me show. The challenge is that it has to be perfectly flat in the same places at both ends. So I have to figure out how to measure this so that I'm not flattening it and then on one spot and then just getting slightly off on the one below, and then it doesn't fit. You like the hand motions? Does that help explain it? Thanks to Blacktail Studios, I have something very, very nice to mark this with. A marking knife version 2.0. This is the larger one. I just recently got the smaller one, but oh, this is a beautiful, beautiful tool. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Come on, there we go. Oh yeah. That Damascus steel pattern. Hopefully I can show it without dropping it and ruining the edge. Oh yeah, that's so nice. Okay. Here we go. The idea is we're heading to the sander. All right, that's the general idea. Oh, that's not. Yeah. Okay, now I need a little bit of an inset, a little bit of a squared off area here. I may have to get the Japanese pull saw for that part. Let's call that part pretty good. Okay, with a flat board, I can set this down, and if it doesn't wobble too much, then it's pretty well flat. And I think that's going to be okay. All that's left is to take a little notch in on either end. And that will be more difficult than very high probability that this is going to be too shaky, too wobbly, but we're going to try it. All right, so starting in know if I can clamp both ends and still have room to work or not. Let's find out though. It would be really good if I didn't have all of my clamps down in the basement. I mean, not all of them, but of course, you know, just when you need one. Where is it? Yeah, it's down in the basement. But this might work. Let's see. It'll make it hard to see as the cutting happens, though. Maybe I can reposition the camera. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. There's the idea. A straight in cut and then a straight down cut. Now it looks like I'm off angle a little bit. So let's try to slightly adjust. Okay. This is a very rinky-dink setup. But if this silly little thing is done for my mom and I can take it to her tomorrow, this quilt she wants to have on display will be up and secure, and I don't care how silly this looks, that will be great. There it went. Well, I think that's going to work. Let's try the other side. Well, as hacky as that probably looks, I think it's going to work. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. Here's the test. Yeah, I think it's going to go flat against the wall. Let's get some shot. Yeah, maybe just off by a hair up and down, but just that distance in is going to make the difference, I believe. And if not, then I'll work on it a little bit more down at Mom's. But it'd be fantastic if I can get this up. It's kind of an heirloom quilt that I know that she cares about a lot. So I really would love for her to get it back up on display. And it doesn't have to be super fancy. Just needs to be solid. Why does that feel like a description of what would be nice if my life was like? Doesn't have to be fancy, just solid. Well, I'm still working on it. But here's just a little something, something. Love you, Mom. Here is the situation, and then here is the problem, and then hopefully this will be the solution. So as a demonstration of this was put up, and technically it fits, but any kind of weight on it, it's so far off the edge that it wants to pull off. So let's see if flattening off the back helps put it inside, inside on the, oh, that may not be quite enough yet, but oh yeah. See, now it's hard to see from there. Let's take a look up here. When it was the full width of the round, it's right on the edge, almost so easy for it to just come off. But when this is turned, it can fit back against the wall a little better. Not quite enough indented, but the whole bar is now inside the knob. That is going to work. It could be improved if that becomes helpful at a future time. But for now, that's going to work. So let's get the display done again. And yes, we think it's going to work, at least as a starting place, which potentially can not only be improved maybe, but also every once in a while just kind of rotated. Instead of doubling it, we did it in thirds. And that makes for a nice little corner there.